Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled, Whatever You Do, ladies and gentlemen, please don't ever underestimate or overlook the tremendous long-term money-making potential that's involved in good old business networking, no matter where the potential opportunity may happen to present itself. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this video is to highly encourage you to not overlook the enormous long-term profit potential that's available to you and I through effective business networking. No question about it. Let me tell you why I'm doing this particular video for you. Earlier in the week, today is August 29th, 2014, I wrote this blog post on August 23. And I got this comment from a gentleman. His name is David Bennett, pardon me. And this is just yesterday now, August 28th. And David and I are in a blog syndication network group together, which means we go and comment on each other's blogs, read each other's blogs, and try to, leave a relevant comment, obviously for the backlinks, pardon me, but also for the networking opportunities. So David, this guy's a really brilliant sort of think outside the box sort of creative writer. And so I read this post and it kind of stunned me. And I thought, wow, this guy, I like the way this guy thinks. So I left a comment, not thinking anything about it other than that. He likewise in turn went to my post and left a comment. However, what he basically said, and I don't know if you can read this because when I go to edit this, I can only zoom in so much, ladies and gentlemen, and then it'll be skewed. So I'm just going to have to paraphrase for you, but you need to stop this and read as much as you can. Where he basically has underlined, here's kind of the crux of what he said. He agreed with what I said in the post, but he kind of said, he's got a product, his company, and he says, try as he might, he just can't think of something to offer his visitors. In other words, he couldn't come up with what he thought was a valid lead generator. So I commented back to him, you see my initial reply to his initial comment, and I basically said a couple of things, and I'm just, going to, again, capsulize what I said. I said two things. I said, number one, David, you should seriously consider joining, and meaning creating, not so much joining, but creating or joining a mastermind group. For those of you not familiar with that term, just a group of like-minded people, and you just agree, hey, we'll get together once a week, once a month, whatever, and we'll brainstorm. And I said, the second thing you do, now that was the first arrow. The third arrow, I said, if you have any doubts, because, as brilliant as this guy is, he's just one guy. I said, you need to bounce this off your audience. I said, why don't you create a contest and ask them to compete and come up with some ideas? I said, and you'd probably be amazed at what they would come up with. And again, I'm thinking no more about it. David wrote back. Now you see David's second or follow-up reply to me. And this was today. And he basically said that's a great idea. And he said that example kind of gave him an idea of how everybody could benefit. Now when I read that from him, ladies and gentlemen, for me the light bulb went off. And that's why I'm making this video for you. So here's what I did. I in turn had a follow-up to his follow-up. And this is me today. August 29th. And basically, here's what I said. I reiterated what I initially said about A, the mastermind group, and B, the fact that his audience would probably shock him with all the ideas they would come up with. And it doesn't say it there, but here's the thing for you to understand about that particular concept. You want to reward everybody that participates when you offer a contest to your audience, but you want to ethically bribe the top 3 or 5 people that make the best comments. You want to give them something really cool, ladies and gentlemen, and make this worth their while. Now, I went on to say, and this is all in the same follow-up now, and I had to break it up. Here's the crux of what I said to him, and I hope you can read this. Basically, here's what I said. There could be another non-competing company, in his industry that's bigger, well-financed, needs his exact same audience, but they're not competing with him. I said you could go to them and get them to give you something free to give away to your audience because it would be in their best interest because they need the same audience as you do. I said, and you could do one of two things. You could monetize it by A, just getting an upfront fee of 10 to 30% or whatever you can negotiate, which seems fair, and just share the names with them, or you could get that 10 to 30% based off the revenue they generate. Any of these arrangements will work. But then I went a step further and I said, here's the deal. After what I'm sharing with you, if you still need help with generating some what I like to call battlefield tested marketing ideas and strategies. Maybe it's something on the front end. Maybe it's something on the back end. Maybe it's helping him craft headlines, write better advertisements, help him with his copywriting. I don't know. The point is, I said to him, if you need any further help, I said, my normal rate is $250 an hour as of January 29th, 2014. I said, however, I'd be willing to help you for free, but let me explain to you the method to my madness, and this is why I'm making this video for you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the continuation here. This is the follow-up. I said, here's what I expect from you if you take me up on this offer. Any and all help I give you in terms of we document it and you can, you know, uh, conclusively, pardon me, say, hey, as a direct result of getting involved with Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing, and this is on the positive side has happened. I said, I want you on and offline, online, social media. I want you to share it offline. You attend any events, you do any radio interviews, I want you to give me a plug. But now here's what I want to point to you, entrepreneur, why I'm doing this. I also went on to say to him, hey, even if you and I never have any more contact, I really think you should download my free 9-page special report. Read it. I said, because you're a really creative guy, and I know it would help you and stimulate some ideas. I said, but here's the other thing, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say he doesn't take me up on it. I left this thread up here for the future eyeballs that will come to that particular blog post and see this long thread and read it and think to themselves, huh, this guy made that offer with him. I wonder if he'd be willing to entertain this offer with our organization. Bingo. I don't know who's going to come to this blog. Maybe what this guy might do is just send eyeballs to me. I don't care. So the point is, what I'm trying to get you to see is, ladies and gentlemen, don't just see the trees. See the forest of opportunity. Like I said, nothing may have come of this with me and this gentleman. He seems like a nice enough gentleman, and I hope I can help him. But whether I can help him or not, I put this up on my blog so future eyeballs can come here and say, hey, maybe this guy could help our organization. Or maybe he'd at least entertain it. So that's the reason why I'm highly encouraging you not to overlook or underestimate or flat out ignore the possibilities of business networking. So on that note, for those of you who want to discover how you can add an additional 25% or more gross profit to your bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, if you're serious about learning how to do it in the next 90 days or less without having to constantly add new customers and clients, you see that JPEG right there? That's your gateway to opportunity. Entrepreneur, you need to grab your free 9-page special report. Just head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales, because that's where you can get it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as always, before you go, who else do you know in business right now who's struggling, who could definitely use some help? Do they respect your opinion? Because if they do, you need to forward this video to them ASAP and help them out. They'll thank you for it later. On the other hand, entrepreneur, hopefully you can see demonstrated in this video. If you're serious about wanting to go, what you need to do to go to the next level with your business, product, or service, then my friend, grab your free 22-part Small Business Marketing Mastery Series, because this is an additional 22 sequential email marketing lessons that you're going to receive on top of the free 9-page special report. It's my free gift to you. It's my way of saying thank you and welcome to the inner circle. It's a $97 value. And the best part is, ladies and gentlemen, if for whatever reason you join the inner circle and it's not for you, my friend, that's okay. Please feel free to unsubscribe anytime you want for whatever reason you wish, and we can still be friends. And the other thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm making this because some people may never make it over to my blog, but they'll get exposed to it on YouTube. By the same token, some people may come to my blog, never find me on YouTube. So I hope you can see why this is valuable and why you need to be doing it too. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.